Hey, it's Christy Z. I am getting cozy by the fire tonight. I'm having myself a little evening, and I have a special dish that I make for myself when I want something cozy and cheesy and romantic, but I don't want to spend any time cooking, or barely any time. I'm going to show you how to make my 5-minute fall fondue, and this time I'm going to add spinach into it. You don't have to add the spinach, but it is so good. It takes only about maybe 5 minutes to cook, and you spend the rest of the time just chopping up some bread, some vegetables, some fruit, whatever you want to have on your plate. I like to serve it with warm tortilla chips and big chunks of French bread, some grapes, some apples, and whatever other vegetables you have around. So I'm going to show you how to make my 5-minute fall fondue. It's so good. And it's really easy to make. I've already added a tablespoon of cornstarch into a small saucepan. I'm going to turn that on to medium heat, and then I'm going to add a half a cup of chicken stock to it. I'm going to cook that over medium heat until it thickens, and then I'm going to add my spinach and cheese. I would use a half a cup of chicken stock in this recipe. I would cook it out until it's thick, and then I'll add the spinach. So once you add your chicken stock, you just whisk it until it's thick, and then I'm going to add my spinach. I'll probably add a little bit of pepper in there as well. You can also add a little bit of garlic or paprika if you like that too. Alright, just keep stirring. You'll notice it's going to thicken up before you know it. It should only take a couple minutes. Add some pepper. You don't really want to boil it, you just want to simmer it until it's thick. And then I'm going to throw in a big handful of chopped spinach, just to bump up the nutrition. Also because I need to use up the spinach, and actually spinach is one of the few vegetables I really love. Alright, so it's almost time for the spinach. Okay, I'm going to take out my spatula, add a couple of handfuls of my chopped spinach and just wilt it down. And then I'm going to add my cheese, and you're done. Like, that's it. So easy. This is something I always make, even without the spinach, a lot of times without the spinach, on a night when I don't want to cook, but I need something hot and satisfying. And I serve it with bread, hot tortilla chips, some vegetables, some grapes, some apples, and maybe a lovely glass of wine. Especially white wine goes really nice with cheese. I know that looks like a lot of spinach, but it's going to wilt down to practically nothing. You won't even notice it, except it will add lots of nutrition and just a little bit of flavor. And now I just have to cut up about 2 cups of cheese. You can grate it or cut it into little cubes, whichever you like. And once your spinach is wilted, we're going to add that in. All right, I've added my cheese. I'm using an herby garlic Armstrong cheddar. I'm just going to melt it on about 3 and wait till it gets all melty and gooey. And in the meantime, I'm going to cut up some bread, put up some pretzels, some tortilla chips, some fruit, vegetables, whatever you like to dip in your cheese, because this stuff is going to be ready very soon. Oh yeah. It's getting all nice and gooey up in there. It's just crying out for a tortilla chip right now. And that's it. I'm just getting a plate ready and we're good to go. Get all that yummy cheese out. Scrape the sides. Yum, yum, yum. Pour yourself a glass of white wine or whatever. And if it does get a little bit harder, because it will, as it cools, get a bit harder, you can just throw it in the microwave for 15 seconds at a time until it's back how you like it. And I'm just serving mine with some bread, tortilla chips, apples, grapes, and a few vegetables. That is my everyday I don't want to cook fondue with spinach.